Long ago, in a time before cities and skyscrapers, before even the first school was built, there lived a family unlike any other. This was the very first family on earth. The father, his name was Adam, and his wife, Eve. They had 2 sons, Cain and Abel. Life in those early days was simple. The days were long, filled with sunshine and the gentle rustle of leaves. Adam and Eve worked the land, growing crops and tending to their animals. Cain, the elder, was strong and skilled with his hands. He learned to cultivate the soil to coax life from the earth. Abel, the younger, was more drawn to the animals. He found joy in caring for the flocks of sheep, their soft wool a comfort to him. He would spend hours watching them graze, his heart filled with a quiet contentment. The time came for the brothers to offer gifts to God. Cain, proud of his labor, presented the fruits of his harvest, a basket overflowing with plump vegetables and golden grains. Abel, in turn, offered the firstborn of his flock, a lamb with a coat of pristine white. God looked upon their offerings. He was pleased with Abel's offering, but not with Cain's. Now Cain was a man of pride. He expected praise, expected his hard work to be recognized. When he saw that God favored Abel's offering, a dark seed of resentment began to grow within him. Jealousy, a feeling so powerful, it can twist even the kindest heart. It poisoned Cain's thoughts, filling him with envy and rage. He scowled at Abel, his brother, who stood nearby, his face radiating a quiet peace. God saw the turmoil in Cain's heart. He warned him, "Why are you angry? Why is your face downcast? If you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it." But Cain ignored God's warning. He allowed jealousy to consume him. He saw his brother as an obstacle, a rival for God's favor. And in a moment of blinding rage, Cain struck his brother down, ending his life. The weight of his crime, the horror of what he had done, crashed down upon Cain. He was filled with terror and despair. He had murdered his own brother, the only other human being he knew. God called out to Cain, "Where is your brother Abel?" Cain, his voice trembling, lied,
"I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper?"
God, knowing the truth, pronounced a terrible sentence upon Cain. He banished him from the land, a mark placed upon him so all who saw him would know of his crime. Cain, forever haunted by his guilt, wandered the earth, a lonely and outcast soul. Though the story of Cain and Abel is a tragedy, it also carries a message of hope. For even in the face of such a terrible act, life continues. New life springs forth, and the cycle of seasons goes on. And perhaps, somewhere out there, Cain, burdened by his guilt, eventually found a way to find peace and redemption. The story of Cain and Abel serves as a timeless cautionary tale. It reminds us that our choices have consequences, and that the path of anger and resentment ultimately leads to destruction. Let us choose love, compassion, and forgiveness, and strive to build a world where peace and understanding prevail.